Items needed: 2014 Acura MDX, transfer case, fluid, drain and full, fill, drain and fill, drain and full. Okay, we got a 3/8 inch breaker bar, 3/8 inch socket, 3/8 inch extension. We got the pump. I'm gonna insert this right into that. Of course, we have the oil, original Honda Hypoid gear oil, HG01. This goes right into this, so it works out great. And of course, oil pan. It's gonna get sloppy under there. Let's do it. Alrighty then. Good to go. 4 jack stands, all set. Hey YouTube, what's good? Brooklyn Bionic here. Today's mission, 2014 MDX. We're gonna be doing a drain and fill on the transfer case. Go to the front of the car. See if I can get it here. Let me see if I can get that straight for you there. All right. Good enough. This panel right here, we have to remove that. Now, to remove this, there's a plethora of different screws here. You got Phillips, you got push pins. I see bolts on the other end. And I think that's all I see. Now, if I'm not mistaken, see, I got this car secondhand. I bought it this year. So I'm missing about 3 screws. So right now, I think only 4 screws are holding this up. It's supposed to be more than that, but 4 is doing the job. I'm not too worried about it. And I actually believe, it's supposed to be another protective layer over here. I'm supposed to have 2 of them. So I'm feeling gypped right now. But car runs great and I'm happy. That's minor. Alright, when you take this out, this gives you access to the transmission fluid, and it gives you access to the transfer case fluid drain plug. So the transfer case is going to be somewhere in this area. We have to pull this down. I'll pull that off and get back to you. Yep. So this is the panel itself. I'm just gonna leave it like that because it came off like so, with the smaller end towards the back, I think. And these are the screws that were holding it down. So I can zoom in on that. These are a combination of two that's 10mm screws, one Phillips head and one push pin. There's a Phillips head. I'm assuming the screws I have missing are probably mostly push pins, but these are the 4 screws that were holding this in, and it was doing fine. But when I get a chance to buy some push pins and put those in, I think they're just push pins missing, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's maybe 7 holes on this thing. Maybe 7. There's one here, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if that was whole. Maybe it's just 6 altogether. So maybe I have 4 and 2 push pins missing if I'm lucky. All right, guys. This is what we look like after we take the panel off. I don't know if you can see that. All right, perfect. This is the transfer case drain and fill hole right here. This is the fill hole on the top, drain hole on the bottom. All right, I got my trusty Honda OEM Hypoid gear oil, HG01. Let's open this up. I got my trusty $2 pump. Goes right here. Good to go. Screw it on. Let's see if it pumps. Boom. Let's get this party started. Okay, guys. You got your drain hole on the bottom, naturally. This is where the fluid comes out. And you got the filler hole on the top. I don't know if you can see that there, but it says Hypoid gear oil. That's the only oil you're supposed to use here. I doubt you can see that, but it's inscribed on aluminum over here. Okay, when you're doing any one of these drain and fill gigs, the first thing you want to do is attack the fill hole. You always want to loosen the fill hole first. The logic behind that is, if I came here and I loosened this and I let all the fluid drain out, nice and neat, everything is all gravy, I put this back in there, and now I'll open this to fill it up, but I can't get it open. Guess what? You're now stuck like a duck. What the You know, it's always good to make sure you have access to fill before you can drain, because you never know what can happen. You want to make sure you can open this fill hole and everything is all good, and you have access to put fluid in there before you come in and make an idiot out of yourself and drain that first. So anytime you have a drain and fill, always go for the fill hole first. Make sure you can open and you have access to that fill hole first. All right? Now I have a confession here. This service right here, the transfer case, services every 20 to 40,000 miles. I bought this car earlier this year, and I changed all my fluids immediately, but you know, I wasn't really hip to YouTube. I didn't make any videos, so I already changed this. I'm not going to change it again. The quart of this is about 20 bucks, but I am going to go through the motions. But what I am going to do, right, I'm going to open this fill hole here, and if I need fluid in there, I'm going to put more. And the way you find out this is full, is that when you open this, fluid comes out. You're actually supposed to pump fluid in there until it starts to drain out. That's how you know this whole unit is full. So I'm going to open this right now, and if fluid doesn't come out, I'm going to continue and just fill it. So I'm going to go through the motion, guys. I'm not lying to you here. I think it broke loose. Did it? Yes, it did. All right. Moment of truth. You know what? By the way, of course, that's the 3/8 extension right here. That all of them are 3/8. The transmission fluid, the transfer case, they all just the 3/8 socket. You can just put it on there. So let's open this up and see if I have fluid coming out of there. Let me position my oil pan underneath, and sure enough, no fluid is coming out. Look at that. So I'm just gonna fill it up. At least you get to see something. Oh, look, they have a drip. You have a drip. There's fluid. It's pretty full, but I'm gonna fill it out until it's pouring out, just to show you guys what's going on. Oh. And while I have this cap out, in the meantime, this is a 20mm crush washer. You want to change that, and you want to do the same thing if you were to open the drain plug. So this is a new one. I'm just gonna leave that there and get rid of the old one. I actually don't need anything. This thing is dripping out, but for the sake of you guys, I'm gonna do it. All right. Don't say I never did anything for you guys. All right, guys. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this. I got a little extension here. You should use an extension for this because the socket is not gonna be able to get in there. I'm just gonna take my extension, put it on this so that when I'm ready to throw this on there, it's gonna be easier. I'm not gonna put much in there because naturally, yeah, look, it's dripping out already. There's nothing in it. I got my Honda Genuine Hypoid gear oil, HGO1. Just so you know. There you go. Pumping nice and good there. So I'm just gonna insert this in the hole. This job is always messy. See, I mean, look, it's dripping out already. My thing is pretty much full. But that's how you would do it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you would do it. First, you drain out the old. Put the drain plug back on. Then you come with your your gear oil and just pump it until it's full. Pump it until it starts pouring out of there. Just like how you just saw with mine. Now, of course, I don't know the torque specs for this. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna tighten it until snug. Where's my socket wrench here? Here we go. Is it on tight? Yes, it is. And that's it. Make sure your 3/8 is in here nice and tight. You don't want to strip it. Make sure it's all the way in. Right is tight. Good to go. Yeah, sorry, I don't know the torque specs on that, but it felt really nice. I felt the washer actually crushing. You do that enough, you get that feeling. Alright, that's it. Hypoid gear oil. Transfer case, 2014 MDX. Brooklyn Bionic, out.